before we know what the second one is, because we know that water will be safe if lightning is unsafe.
Yeah. Alright, so then this is knockback. Right? Knockback plus stack. So what I'll say, get knockback to delta. Right? Knockback to delta. And then it's cape. For cape, you will only knock back for cape. Right? So if you wanna knock back, ideally you knock back at half of the first word, westerny, easterny, northerny, southerny. But again, you can get knocked back and then knockback immune. That's also fine. But I'll say knockback to whatever marker, and the stack and spread happens way later, so I'm not too concerned about that. Right? You get knocked back, and then the stacks are going to be Bruno's group and then Karen's group. With
So are we doing close and far again? Is that it?
correct. So the
Okay.
Isobius group will be at the wall, and Crusaders group will be as close to the
Crusader,
center as you
if
can.
we're doing it like in this video where they pull it out a little bit, I'm going to be in front of the boss because I'm pulling it out a little bit.
No, you don't have to pull it out. You can stay at the wall.
Okay.
And then we will start at the wall, and then after that, you will turn 90 degrees left or right, and then take a buster there.
Okay.
Right. So presumably nobody moves here. You'll take the buster here or here.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after the buster, this one I'll cover you likely.
The stacks go on the healers, right? Not
Correct.
how...
It goes on healer, and then you
Okay.
can center him when you can. But of course he'll do blood rig, so he's
Yeah,
fixed
I
in
was gonna
position.
say one thing that I noticed is I think part of the reason they start pulling him immediately is because he does not center fast at all, and so if we want to get him center before the next mechanic, we should start moving him immediately.
Sure, you can do that then.
Just switch groups with me, Crusader. That's all that matters.
So you're going to the left group?
Yes.
Okay.
So
then can you go left facing the safe arena?
Yeah.
I'll go
sure.
right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so that's Bruno's group, right?
Yes.
That's
Okay,
Bruno's
so
group.
our group is now Bruno, me, Kerine, and Crystal, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And we'll be north, right?
Yes,
North
in
for the
front
boss?
of the boss.
Okay.
In front of the boss. Right.
Oh, makes sense.
You want to put Crystal behind the boss for positionals?
No, that makes that's the thing. That's why I put Karen on the group, but
I actually don't need to care about positionals.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the most part.
This turn, you can just delay
I can
them.
burst my positionals in one true
Yeah.
north and then
This
not have
is
any
where
for the
it's-
next 40 seconds.
that's good. This is going to be the little bit tricky part that we've not done correctly yet. Same clock spots, not going to change. What I require, probably you'll need to move a little bit, quite a bit actually. So just keep that in mind. What's going to happen here is once everyone's given fake DPS, fake tank, fake healer, I'll call it fake roll. Once you're given your fake roll, okay, it's not shown here because they do it differently. But what's going to happen is you're going to wait for the orb. Once it tethers, the only people that's going to move a lot are going to be Frawley, Cherry, and then the 2 healers. Alright, so the 4 range are going to be moving a lot. What's going to happen is Alva, Crystal, all the melees, right? All the fake melees, and in this case, Alva will be a fake melee. You just go counterclockwise. So you meet up with the DPS, right? You meet up. So Alva will be here on the east, and then Frawley, you'll need to be on the beta, right? So you guys meet up nonetheless, the same, but Frawley will need to pop the orb in front of beta, at the edge of the marker, and then you guys will go counterclockwise.
What if I get the wrong debuff for that?
What wrong debuff?
It doesn't
Is it
matter.
beta?
It does not matter. This one
So
doesn't
we
matter,
determined that it's okay if each DPS gets 1 healer and 1 tank regardless of their debuff.
No, but the first one you pop needs to be the correct orb.
Doesn't. No, it
Does the
doesn't.
first one
It
have to be?
definitely does.
Doesn't.
The
It
first one
doesn't.
has to be the correct orb. It definitely
No,
does.
it doesn't.
There was a
Because look
case...
at it, right? Look at MR.
What's his
look at
debuff?
MR debuff is healer, and he's eating the tank orb.
That's true.
It's
Yep.
fine, right? He has the debuff. He just takes extra damage. Now he's gonna go eat the healer debuff. Once he eats the healer debuff, it disappears. Good.
Yeah, I don't even think it's extra damage actually.
Yeah, I think it's just normal damage.
Yeah.
Normal
That's
damage
fine.
because you have the elemental debuff, right? That lets you take
Yeah,
reduced
yeah, yeah.
damage. But yeah, you see how low they get, but they do take quite a bit of damage.
They're doing. Oh,
You see it,
And-
Frawley? MR, Frawley. This is you basically. You had healer debuff, but you eat the tank orb first, and then you eat the healer orb. Good.
oh, okay. Sure. Yeah. It doesn't matter which order you do it in.
Fuck.
Yeah,
It's cool.
it doesn't.
Don't get AFK kicked from instant.
Later.
Crusader.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
So basically, how instead of meeting up both at alpha for the healer sorry, Frawley, you're not gonna move. Sorry, Alva is gonna move a lot. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Alva. Basically, you'll be doing what I just told Frawley. You guys wait. You wait in front of the marker, and you let the ball explode, and then you move counterclockwise. And then Frawley, you just stand at the boss edge of hitbox. Just like Emerald Weapon, right? Like Emerald Weapon.
I mean, I can do it.
uptime.
It's probably better for me, right?
No, but you and Cherry are partners. That's why you can't do it.
So pretty
Which-
much just rotating one pizza slides to the left and
Correct. You
then
meet up
two
with your
for the
tank or
second
healer,
orb.
right? So you meet up. Sorry, okay. So for example, in this scenario, so this is not a good perspective for
We
Bruno.
could go back in instance
Bruno,
and put markers
you
on
and
the
I-
ground.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That actually was good. Can we go in?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, so in this case, Bruno, you will be in Delta right here at the edge, and you pop the orb,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll be going to 1. Sorry, you go Cure to 3, right? So you
To
move
to
you
3.
move from D to 4, and then you continue moving to 3 after you eat it, and then you wait in front here.
Okay. I just wanted to confirm.
So I SW same thing. You go to 2, and then you go to 1. Just keep going right.
So basically, we wait for the tethers and then we do the movement. Is that it?
Mhm.
There's a time to move. Okay. Cool.
And then Alva, you will be from here. You go to edge of Charlie, and then you go edge of Delta. Right. So DPS will move left, and then tanks healers move right.
And then me and Frawley go to A and then to B, right?
A and correct. A to B, right? Left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, makes sense.
And just to make sure that it was described, right, the idea is that the ranged person is grabbing the orb such that it hits the max melee,
Correct.
so that the melee
you
doesn't
have
have
to
to
wait
drop.
at the edge of the marker. Don't be in the middle. Don't be at the edge, but like outside of it, towards closer to the boss. And once you hit it, you just go right or left, depending on if you're tank or healer, and that'll resolve the mechanic itself. As you see, if once you move, they're aligned with each other. They're going across, so you don't have to move that much. It requires healing, so healers, if you can, same for elemental weapon, if you can swift something, then that'll be lovely. Or insta-cast a heal there.
I see the elemental debuff thingy, but once we cleanse the orbs, we need to worry about that or not at all?
No, it disappears.
Crusader, put a HUD layout so you don't get kicked out of instance.
Please, thank you. Yeah, so Blood
Is
Rig,
that
this one
doesn't work anymore, right?
Oh,
It
it
doesn't.
does for instance, doesn't it? Or
Yeah,
does it
you
not
can do
work
instance,
at all?
but not
Not game.
AFK kick.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So this one does Blood Rig on everyone, and then this is towers. Right, so in this case, DPS gets just go clockwise, yeah, just go clockwise because the towers are intercards. Everyone just goes clockwise. So if whoever takes the first tether here, will grab the tether later
In this case, DPS.
in the DPS, yeah.
Can we stop the video and get up to that point? Because I will forget most of this
Sure.
after. Yeah,
Sure.
sorry.
This is a lot. It's morning. I know it's morning and such. Yeah.
That's like the last
Um,
mechanic as well.
Yeah, that's practically the last mechanic, and then we're clear.
Okay.
But
Then it basically repeats.
Can we
Really?
finish discussing that mechanic? Because there's one more part to it, right?
Oh,
yeah,
if that's the
sure,
last
sure.
one, I don't mind
Yeah.
seeing the rest of it. Yeah.
So this one again, this is Blight Rig on everyone, so don't have to worry about it. And then this is basically DPS towers. Just stay in your clock spots. Right.
I think is this the last part of that mechanic, or is that a new mechanic?
This is the part of the same mechanic. Same
Okay.
mechanic.
The second part. Second part.
Yeah. And then this is going to be whoever took the first tower needs to grab the Nisi.
Whoever
this will be
doesn't
tanks and
take the
healers.
second tower needs to grab the Nisi. Isn't that?
Whoever took the first tower needs to grab. or
Whoever
sure,
whoever
yeah.
doesn't take the first tower grabs the
First tower.
tethers, and whoever doesn't take the second
Yep,
tower
yep,
gets
yep.
the Nisis.
Correct. There we go. Use the
Is
same
there
rule, right? Use the same rule here.
Is there a situation where there's like 2 sets of DPS towers?
Yeah,
Or like
yeah,
two-
I've seen.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whatever Karen said is probably the better way to put it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Mine is just for specifically for this example. But,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the end of the fight really? After that, it's just
There's more.
After
there's
that
more
is
of the same thing.
after
but-
that's
It's the
Buster,
elements.
right, which is
Oh,
home
okay.
ganged, and then you have another same exact one, right, nothing different, together with Cape, and then it's end of it. That collection, and then you're done.
Can you confirm that if you do cape on the first part, it will be sword or something? Like are they opposite on the beginning
Not
and the end of the fight?
checked. I've not checked, but
Assume that's no for the moment.
assume yes. At the moment,
Yeah.
assume no.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
You knockback immune. You only knockback immune unless you know on your head that you can knockback immune water. I'll only call out knockback immune during cape. You do not knockback immune during water. Good.
Okay.
I have a question.
Go for it.
This has to do with like first nieces or whatever,
Mhm.
with the way we're passing.
Mhm.
What happens if, let's say, tanks healers need the nieces, right?
Sure. Thanks,
And then let's say the nieces spawn like this, right? Where it's me, Crusader, Karen,
Uh-huh.
and Isa.
Can we do clock spots on Charlie real quick? Sorry about that.
There's a scenario. I'm pretty sure it's
So-
only on 2 tanks and
so in
healers
this
and 2
scenario,
DPS.
Isabel will check you. Isabel, me, and Karen needs it, right?
Yes.
So Isabel will needs it. So she's not gonna move. I'm not gonna move. Crusader's not gonna move. Cherry's gonna come grab it from. Bruno. Sorry.
I don't-
In this scenario, this is the hardest scenario. Is I'm gonna pass it to Bruno and now grab it from you.
You can't.
You
do
can't.
I can't grab
can't.
again.
That.
Yeah,
No,
you can't.
No.
There's a debuff that prevents you from. doing
Alfred
that.
and I worked that out last time.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the
That's-
scenario doesn't happen because it's
Okay.
on. Because I'm pretty sure the initial
that's-
set. Does it really on three tanks and healers and 1
I've seen
DPS?
3-1, if I remember correctly, if my brain's not failing me.
I mean, if it's not possible, then what happens if it's like this? Right,
Then the
so-
worst case is Bruno grab it from you, but
Yeah, I was about to say.
Bruno would grab it from Frawley, right?
Yeah, Bruno
Correct.
can
Yeah,
grab it.
Frawley
I'll
would
always
give it
go
or
Alva
something,
first.
but-
yeah.
You can just think as in if no people on your side have the thing that you need, you just rotate clockwise until you see it. If that makes sense. Because me and Chris are at least rotating counter to each other to fulfill the mechanics. So
This was the one thing I was worried about that I can't pass. This is one of the
So
what I saw.
can I
It's okay, we can
suggest that
adjust.
instead of just having strict rules, you just say healers try and grab it from a close person?
No, then you can set another strict. If this doesn't work, then fuck it, fuck scrap whatever I said this morning, Karen and Cherry. Bruno and ISW, same thing. Check left, check right, top left. That's it. If everyone follows this rule, this even if this happens, you can Bruno just grabs it from Frawley and ISW grabs from Alva. Right. That requires
Okay.
healer to move a lot, but it's a strict rule that you can always follow and it will always be right.
yeah, no,
I
that's-
didn't like this healer moving a lot.
Yeah, I know,
this
but apparently this has to work. No other way.
I mean, there are other ways.
I have a question as
Load
well.
Sure.
For the first set of mechanics, If it is wall then stack or knockback then stack, where are the stacks?
Wall left and right, right? Same as E9S.
Okay.
Left and right. of
Just
the
left and
boss.
right at the wall?
Left and right boss. Correct.
Of the boss or at the wall?
At the wall of the boss, there's same thing because you have to be at the wall.
No, this is
you
the
have to
one.
give
This
the-
is the first one. If the
If there's
first
water,
set,
right?
if the first set includes stacks in any way,
Yes, it's
We're
left
at the
side-
wall,
right
left
side of
and
the
right?
boss. Yeah, if the boss is the center of the wall, right? I presume you're not gonna.
no, the
make
boss
them go all
isn't at
way
the
to
center
wall.
of the wall at that point.
Oh, you're talking about the first. Sorry,
Yes,
my
the first
brain-
set.
Correct. Sorry, my brain. Yeah. Okay. Bruno, you'll need to move up just like phase 2. Does that make sense? E12S phase 2. You get knocked back and you run up.
You can knock back minute.
Okay, yeah.
No,
No,
no, no,
don't
no.
knock. Like I'm saying,
Ah.
don't knock back mid. Don't knock back mid water. Do not knock
Why?
back mid water, because you need it for cape.
The cape knockback is really, really far.
I mean,
you
it's,
don't knock
it's E4S knockback.
If you can adjust for it, you can. But if you know that you're ever gonna miss once, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's right easier for you to walk up with water than walk up with cape. But I'll leave it up to you to do it. But generally, knockback immune cape, don't knockback immune water.
Also, just for people to know, I was looking at VODs earlier. After the water knockback with the lightning at the edge, you have roughly 4 seconds before the mechanic bit goes off.
Mm.
There's actually a decent bit of time. And for the one at the wall, you have almost 3 GCDs before you have to worry about stack spread.
Yeah. So Bruno, once you
Yes,
get knocked
so-
back, just walk up to the boss on the left and just stack there.
Yeah, just so people know, I'll probably use Expedient for the cape or sword mechanic. So the sprint thingy will help plus the mitigation for the
Mhm.
mechanic afterwards.
Yeah, yeah,
So
That's good.
So for example, if 1 and 2 are danger and it's knockbacks stack, we get
So
like
Bruno gets knocked back here to 4, and you just run up to the boss for
Okay.
stack.
Yeah. that's
okay,
And then ISW just stay here, right?
okay. And then if it's like stack lightning, Bruno's group just pre-positions here, right?
Stack lightning.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay.
wait, yeah, pre-position here, and then you run up after
Okay,
lightning.
okay.
Yeah, you run up after lightning.
Okay.
Bruno's group will always be at the boss after the
Okay.
first mechanic.
And again,
Or
Bruno's group
whether it's
is
stack.
Bruno group in this case would be me,
I
me,
want to
Kerine.
position in.
Crystal, okay.
So we're doing it currently. So you said both 1 and 2 are not safe, but I would propose that we do based on only water or lightning corners.
Yeah, I
For
think
that.
that's
So
also
in this
better.
case, let's say 2 is lightning. That means that we should be at 4.
So we can have one group go to D and one group go to C, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But like on the wall, right?
Okay. Yeah. So Crusader, do you understand that?
Sure.
So, I guess
I'm not gonna call out the safe spot. That's for you guys to decide. There's too many things to call out, but
Okay.
I'll simply call out.
It's only one safe spot. Is the way I'm
That's fine.
proposing.
That's fine.
Mhm.
So,
So-
it's just the opposite corner of whatever water or lightning comes out.
So for all has you
That's
want
just
to
where you go.
dictate which group goes where?
Same left and right.
Just look at the
Second left and
corner
right.
and left and
Yeah,
right.
Okay,
Look at the
so-
boss opposite corner, left and right.
Okay, so in this case, if it's 2 is lightning, group
Then-
1 go to C, and then
Go to group
Or-
1, go to D. Group 1, go
Oh,
to
group-
D. Group 2, go to C.
And then
Oh,
group
okay,
1 will
face-
be at the boss, so really if you're like anywhere in that corner, you'll get hit by the stack.
You have to realize if you stand right here, you will get knocked back into the nail, but just be careful of that. You will need to be knocked back a little bit, not to the.
You
to
can be if
vertically.
you're
Yeah,
close enough
I
in the
think
center.
thinking,
I believe you can go straight.
thinking C or D isn't exactly right because you want to be a little closer to
Correct.
the
If
corner,
you go
right?
C, you will get knocked into the nail.
So you want to think you're thinking 4, but then left or right of 4. So I'm
Yeah,
looking at
left or right of
4. My group is left. I will be like over here. And the same thing other way. So
Let's give it a pull.
if you're the
See
right
how
group,
far
you'd
you
be
get.
to right of 4.
I will still need to practice some callouts. Yeah. And it'll take people to get used to.
make sure you have food.
I'm getting first AoE by the way, Kira.
Yeah.
Tanks and healers. Grab tethers.
Tanks and healers tethers.
DPS Nieces.
If you wanna call it out, you can call out that one.
Okay. Watch your debuffs. DPS get Nieces.
No, Crystal, you don't move.
Oh, grab CPU.
Oh fuck. I'm
Okay,
missing
and then
it.
tanks.
So, like,
That's okay.
Oh,
It's okay.
tanks,
It will
tanks
be
and
okay.
healers. Grab
Oh,
tethers.
wait. Oops.
No,
It'll be okay.
My bad.
Crusader, I need you to cover this buster.
Okay.
you're lucky I like it, Ava.
Thank you, thank you.
Do you need extra meat?
No, I'm good.
Oh, he literally covered you. Okay.
Yeah.
Bring back mitigated cover.
Focus up.
Okay, we are going to 1 or 3.
Try to just call out with color. Don't call out numbers. It's really hard to see. Lightning,
Knock back to lightning.
and
knock
then
back to
stack after.
spruce.
My group stays at the wall, right?
I'm gonna try.
Oh,
Oh,
So
oh,
yeah, where Alva and I were where you should.
it's D Delta. And
There's
it's knock
still
back.
missing one.
Immune, knock back immune.
Sorry, yeah, I was watching. So
And
this was
spread.
ISW. Did ISW die because she was not in a stack? I didn't see Alva take damage at all.
Yeah, I said right
Yeah.
down the middle.
Okay, right. Wipe it.
But there was still only 2 other people in the stack.
Correct. So
So
that's
where-
how about. That's correct. 3 people. So
It is nominally by design.
3 people.
Yeah, there's 3
3
men
five
stack.
stack. Okay.
I looked
Where
at
are
the
we
damage.
stacking?
Sorry, go for it.
So
I-
we could just put the range group right down the middle, and the melee group in the front, since we're depth.
You don't want to
Right
go down
now,
the middle. You don't want to go down the middle.
You go
because
down to the nail
take it
card. I
away.
just talked
Okay.
about it.
You don't want to be in the middle, but you can be off to the side, like right here. That's
Yeah,
fine.
it could be. Yeah. They take 20k about unmitigated, Frawley and Alva and yourself included, I suppose. So even if it's 3 men, it shouldn't kill
I'm holding you to that.
you. Here.
I can put shake on it.
Put the shake on the next one. Huh? You can shake on it if you can. If you remember. Yeah.
If I remember.
For now, let's do the mechanic first.
Yes. So while we're standing in the middle, we look at the corner we're going to, and then we're slightly to the left of the little puddle thing. And then if
Cherry,
it's
just call
like
out. Simply
spread,
just call
really
out.
just spread over.
Sorry. Just call out whether it's who's Nisi, who's Tether.
Okay, it's just the rolls. Okay.
Hang
Right
on.
before when the director's thing was coming out, director's Blonge, you just call out who needs Nisi, and then who needs Tether, and you just don't talk about it again. I should remember it from there.
Okay.
And then Crystal, all the DPS, you don't move. You literally just don't move from your spot. The more you move, the more you make it difficult for your healers and tanks.
So that time we went to 3, so we're standing in the middle, being knocked back, looking at 3 from the middle. We want to be on the left side of it. And that'll be the same the other way around. So if we're going to 1, we would be on the left side of 1, which would be... let's move the marker, like over here, if we're on the wall.
I'll leave that to you. If you're facing the boss on the right, if you're facing the marker, you're on the left. Whatever way you need to do it.
We can do the same priority for spreads, right? Because our group will always be the left side spread. We can have that left corner of the quadrant.
Rock. So the opposite of where you and Cherry, you and Ava. Wait, are you in my
We're-
group?
Yeah,
He's
where we were.
saying left looking out, right?
Yeah, left looking out.
Correct. Yeah.
Right looking in. Right,
Okay,
whatever.
standing on the boss, looking out from the 3.
You do you, but just practice. Be away from Bruno. That's all that matters for now.
We
So
can just adjust for now, but that's
between B and 3, if
Correct.
the boss-
BN3.
Yeah.
Correct. BN3 is
Okay,
correct.
alright, okay. My
Give
brain.
it a pull, Karen. Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
Try not to use left, right, because it's respective to how you're looking at the things.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
That's fine.
You wanna just... Okay.
I don't know.
It doesn't
That's right.
matter. Yeah. I'm just gonna pre-pull tech.
Mr. Cherry.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I'm very good at early pulling with my new GCD cooldown.
Be in your clock spot max melee when you can, so you don't need to move.
I should put a melee...
No, you
something
need to
on
be in the bubble
DPS.
yes,
though.
we're grabbing tether.
Yes, others. Let's have one person calling it out. Let's have Cherry calling it out.
Yeah.
Things and healers are tethers. I mean Nieces, Jesus Christ.
Call out when the director's of the launch comes out again.
And then
Which one's
DPS.
who? Which one's who?
EC. DPS
Who's
EC.
Nisi?
I was
DPS,
tank-
get rid of your Nisi, go
tank healer
center.
Nisi.
Oh my god.
I had to go left first.
Probably stay. You don't move.
No, I'm getting the tether, so I move. What do you mean?
No, you don't move.
He changed that rule. He decided
I changed that
different.
rule. You stay.
Yeah, but I
okay,
have
I think I
to.
can...
I get
No,
I
you
get
don't move. You move after.
dinner.
Buster.
You're welcome for that. Heal.
We gave up on this new thing because you said it doesn't always work.
No, it does work. It does work.
We gave up on it and did a different new thing.
And then explain.
Yeah, got...
Just you
So
never
whatever
move,
you
and
can,
everyone else will deal with it.
If you like, you can move for me. I don't want to move.
Alright, focus.
All I know is I took 200,000 damage there.
Alright, near lightning. And then we're gonna stack. Bruno on the left. Yeah. Good stuff. Alright, we're going to alpha.
Out of blue. Side. Don't be in blue. Don't be in blue.
And then spread.
That is so close.
Don't be in green.
Out
Don't
of
be in green.
Oh.
You have
Yeah,
plenty of
crystal.
time. You have plenty of time, so don't
Oh my
call out the
God.
green thing. Don't
Wow.
call out the until
Yeah.
later. Yeah.
That is way
Crusader.
better than
I'll cover. Yeah, I'll turn to cover.
I need health.
I'm working on it.
And the green will be safe later.
This is
Your clock,
great.
center the boss.
This
please.
is just AoE.
Yes.
This is just AoE.
Oh, is it not?
True north, clocks. True north, clocks.
Which one's safe?
Green
will be
is
safe.
safe. Later,
will
don't
be
worry about it.
yeah.
Just clock spots for now. Clock spots. Relative to the boss, clock spots.
Okay.
This is where you meet up with your partners. With your
Wait,
Wait,
that
I'll
was
take you to the
just-
boss.
Wait, go
You
back.
said true.
What?
Cherry, what'd you move?
You said boss
Oh.
relative.
Karen, you're on the wrong side.
You
Karen,
said boss
just
relative.
Karen- Yeah, just go
Yeah,
back.
You
Rolly's there.
called boss
Please,
boss.
Cherry.
Oh
Just
my
go back.
god.
Oh.
Oh, you said true north. You literally said true north.
It's okay.
I did
Yeah,
say
went
true
to
north, but
north,
people
yeah.
didn't move, so I called that relative. You have time to adjust.
so
for
where
it,
the
but
fuck
just,
are we
just
going?
stay like this. Stay like this. Stay like this. It's fine.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah, I'm not. Let's just go A Farley. Go A Farley.
Bruno, go to the 4. Bruno, go to 4. Beat it for me.
Wait,
Probably.
so then where do I go?
And then we go to B. Go to B.
It's not.
Oh
It's
my
Oh.
god.
quite
Oh,
big.
we got
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Too many people
a
were in
lot
it.
of
Too many-
women.
You're fine. You're fine. Okay, I'm gonna true north this one. This one goes true north. I'm gonna true north this one. I called out true north, but nobody moved, so I fucking just called
We
it
were
out.
already in our positions when you
Do
said
we want to
that.
worry about all the moves? Do we want to give it a bit more room?
No, you should be fine as long as the melee stay max melee and the healers and ranged
So,
keep at the edge.
just so people are aware, in the case where it is spread second like that, I'm going to start pulling the boss center before the spreads go out, and I'll be in front of the boss. So just be aware if you're arranged that I'm going to start moving towards center.
Also, probably, you can call out the Nisi tether thing because I need to make sure I focus on the debuffs.
Yeah, one
Passing.
person.
But I'm not saying what we're doing.
No, so for debuff, you just stand still, and if you need the tether, once it comes right before it comes out, you just go center and grab it. Right. Once you fulfilled your debuff, then you can go center and grab your tether. Does that make sense? If you need that,
But if.
So the tank's healers are always taking care of debuff, and then whoever needs tether is taking care of tether.
You have 10 seconds between the debuff handling and the tether going out. And you have another 8 seconds before tether has to resolve together with debuff.
We'll just do it. I'll see what the difference is. It makes less sense. Go ahead. But
Do we need to cancel?
So, sorry, Crystal and I are meeting up at C first, right?
Correct. You two are meeting up at C first, and then you're going
And
to
then we go to
Delta.
D. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so why be reset it.
One.
So I will call out the elemental thing. So try to keep cons clean for that one, unless you want to dedicate yourself to calling it all the time.
What are you doing? Can you get off the keyboard? Thank you.
So probably just call out when the first blood rake, second blood rake, and during direct disp launch. So 3 times you call out things.
We might need to try something for next pool.
Sure.
DPS tether. And DPS Nisi. You need both Nisi and tether DPS. DPS both Nisi and tether. Go center. Get out. How did that happen?
That's fine.
Crusader, you
I'll
have to cover.
cover.
Couldn't pick
I'll
it
cover.
up.
I'll cover.
Need green. I went through it like 3 times.
Wow.
My mana ward didn't go up. Sorry.
There's a lot of stuff going on. It's not your fault.
Yeah, I think that's why we want all 4 people getting the tether to be wiggling around in the middle together at the same time when they spawn, as opposed to 3 people were in the middle and then Crystal was. So that way, no matter what.
Focus,
Yeah, you
focus,
have to be in the
focus for now,
middle.
focus for now, focus for now. We can talk about that later after the pool.
Problem right there
Look
is
for
I've
water and lightning or
positionals.
Yeah, just keep comments.
He's also running for the opposite side.
We'll go lightning side, and then we're gonna stack after. Come back to the boss. We're going to Delta. Delta.
This is fucked.
Knockback immune. Spread now. Slowly spread. Slowly spread. Avoid green and slowly spread. Good job. Do a quick wipe here.
Ask
Do a
for
quick wipe.
movement for that.
I'll cover this one.
Crusader, are
Yeah,
you
this
intending
one.
to cover that second one, or are you intending to
Yeah,
invuln
I
it?
had to cover. I had to cover. I had to cover. So you just worry
Okay,
about it.
I thought you were invulning, so I've been using my cooldowns on autos, but I'll save them.
Yeah. That's good. Then.
Yeah, I don't think we can do anything about the fact that there's positionals there. All
Oh,
four
those
people
are
just
good
like
better.
need to be in
Yeah.
the middle to get their tether.
So that what just happened there, I'm gonna try to aim to be in the center because there was a lot of people that needed topping up before the that AoE hit them. Like Frawley died from damage.
Okay.
So 2 minutes are coming up, like, when the stack is going off. The first stack.
The first element. Let's call it first
Yeah.
element. That's it.
And I need to be in melee for that.
Mhm.
But what if it's lightning and spread?
For
I
these,
need to be in melee. it
do you
doesn't
want me
matter
to-
what the element
wanna
is.
swap-
I need to
swap
be in
with me?
melee.
I'm also doing the
sure.
2-minute burst, and then at the next one, I have another burst window coming up as well.
Because then you could be in melee and then I could be in the back group with Isabu.
Yeah, as soon as the first element goes off, then just gather back at center. You should always gather back at center anyway. So that's
No,
when you
like-
can use
like
Right,
the
but
first
it's
of the
while
two
the stack
element.
is going off.
It's
like
fine.
when I
Frawley
need
and
to be
Cherry
bursting.
swap groups, easy.
And will be our parties for the rest of the mechanic, rest of the phase.
Then Frawley needs to move up. Is that okay?
Yeah, I need to be in melee.
He wants
That's
to
what
be
I'm
up.
saying.
Oh,
I
he
have to
wants
be up.
to
Yes.
be
I
up.
have to. Have to.
Okay,
I don't have
I'm saying, what if the stack is instead of a spread? Then you still have to stay at the wall because
Still
the
need to be
mel-
in melee.
You can't. There's no space.
Okay, well then I need to get in melee immediately after, as soon as the spread goes off.
Exactly. That's what I meant.
I
Then
am
it
in
doesn't
melee
matter for you
during
to
that
stay
mechanic.
There's
Well,
enough
this
room
is
for
good.
There should be room.
5 people under the boss. Like 1 person directly under, 4 people spread
I
around
can
the
go
edges
all the
without
way to the
room.
far end, Crusader.
Huh?
I'll go to the
Far
far end for spreads always, if it's in first mechanic, instead of going left, and Frawley can take left.
And then
Sure.
for the other range, please try and stay away from the boss.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Alright, pull.
The Frawley is in left group and then Cherry's in the right group.
Yes. The range.
Check food.
Cherry might die though because you're now in a 3-man stack. And you do take double the amount of damage Frawley takes.
Double. No.
We'll see.
If you die,
should
I'm
be
swapping you
fine.
back.
Yeah, it's about 20% more. If that. I doubt it's even that much. for
It
them.
was twice in the log that we looked at. It
Wait,
was
what?
literally twice.
Twice.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
That
that's what I
doesn't
meant.
seem right.
We'll see,
Cherry
we'll
took
see.
40,000. I took.
DPS are grabbing tether.
Everyone else took 20,000.
Yeah,
We'll talk
focus,
about it
focus.
later.
Oh yeah, we'll focus up.
Tanks healers need the Nisi. DPS tethers, tanks healers, Nisi.
I have one.
Let me. Okay, DPS center. Wait for the tethers, center. We all have them. Get out. Oh, Isabeau has one.
Uh-oh.
Who missed their?
Isabeau
No,
Did you move?
Isabeau
Yeah,
went
she
into the
went
middle
in.
too early.
Okay, so that's a mistake.
Or just like I don't think you can pre-position there.
I had run into the middle because everybody else was, and I didn't have a tether at that point.
You weren't supposed to have a tether.
Home gang, home, do you have it?
Yes.
I thought maybe
Yeah,
I was.
DPS
So
tether.
that's my fault. Okay, yeah, that's my fault. That's why I ran in to get a tether. So, I mean, I wasn't early.
Alright, focus up, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, practice
It's done,
this.
it's done. Alright, let's try to keep calls clean.
Okay, lightning and water. Harry, we're swapping.
Yep.
We're going to lightning side.
What's stack?
Stack, thank you.
Okay, so the knockback is.
Alright, so comes clean. We're going north side.
Don't be in blue. We need.
Spread. Avoid green. With plenty of time, avoid green. Wipe it here. That's fine.
I got a auto to death, by the way.
All good. All good.
It's me.
Again, people are still getting used to
Yeah.
moving, and then healing comes after.
And Crusader, instead of calling North Side, can you call the letter by chance?
Sorry, yeah, I keep forgetting. Cursor, yeah, I'll call letter from now. Yeah.
I have no idea what North is.
Right. I know. I forgot.
Would it be better to hold buffs through that section?
Ideally.
The fight is 7 minutes, so we can hold up to a minute.
Yeah.
Go again. For now, don't worry too much
Hold.
about buff, right? For now, don't worry too much about buff. Let's do the mechanic right, and then
40
we'll swap
seconds.
around when people are more used to timings.
Well, it's like 7 minutes 20 or something. But yeah.
I think the longest one I've seen so far is 7:12.
Okay, never mind. Also, Crusader, can you call reprisal on this next blood rig until I remember to do it consistently?
Sure.
Oh,
DPS are getting tether.
Thank you.
Ace healers need Nisi. DPS, once you don't have a Nisi, you're going center. DPS tether, tanks healers Nisi.
I have one.
DPS go center, everyone else out. Cherry, come in. Okay, all 4 are there, get out. Good job.
Nice.
Alright, keep comms clean. We'll go into Pinex. We're going to water side,
Wall.
stacking after. Center up. We're going Charlie.
Oh.
Told you.
I'm stupid.
There, okay. Center. Spread. No, let's do a quick wipe here.
Crusader, are
practice
you going to
mechanic
call
until-
whether it's sword or cape or no?
Do you want me to? I thought it would be too much call out, but I can.
I didn't see it that time, but if you aren't, then I'll pay attention more to it.
Do people need me to call out sword cape? Because if it's cape, I would have you knock back immune. Preference?
Yeah, I haven't been looking.
Okay,
I
so I'll
keep
call it
forgetting
out.
to look. So,
Yeah, all good,
yeah,
all
thank
good.
you.
I'll call it out then.
One
Would
note-
you guys rather I call out cape or knock back immune?
Cape.
Cape? Okay, cape. Alright. So if you hear
um,
cape, always knock back immune for that.
Isabeau? How do you say your name? I know I should be.
I just pick a
Anyways,
different one
is a-
every time.
Yeah.
Me too. Sorry. I should have asked a long time ago. Do you want to just stand in melee range? Because it seems like Frawley and I. Oh, sorry. For the tether Nisi thing.
Okay.
Frawley and I seem to be comfortable moving out. So
Yeah,
regardless
that's
if you
good.
have the tethers or not, yeah, you can probably stay in melee range and you
Can
maybe
heal
the healing
better
will be
there.
easier. Yeah.
Thank you. That's a good idea.
Also, if there's specific a specific spot that you want shaken. I've been kind of putting it on whatever AoE at the moment, but I can put it in a specific place.
The elementals are great for now. Let's keep
Okay.
it at that, and we go. First elemental, right? First elemental.
Okay. Always first, or the stack specifically?
Always first.
Okay.
Always first.
Oh,
Rise of
that's
Blood Ring.
better.
Imagine taking damage.
Which one, probably?
I didn't look.
DPS tethers.
DPS others.
Look at the next one.
DPS needs to
DPS.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's probably call it out. Sorry. Call it out after directives. Call it out.
So grab your Nisi and then go center DPS. DPS need Nisi and tether. Go center DPS. Get your tether. Get
All
out.
good.
Center up. Heals.
It's much nicer.
Buster. Home gang. Ionix incoming. Go to lightning, go to lightning. Stack after.
So knockback to like.
Oh.
Center up. We're gonna go delta and it's sword. Delta, sword. Spread.
Oh, sorry, Ali.
It's okay.
Buster. Covering.
Is it
True north.
You
True
can.
north. Fire safe. You can ignore it. Ignore what I say. Fire safe. True north. Make sure top
No.
off. Make sure everyone's shielded.
Gonna wings here.
Know your partners. Know where you're going. Melee smacks melee.
And I've got Lily Bow.
Once you get tethered, you rotate to your partner and start grabbing orbs.
Line set up.
Rotate.
Oh.
You can be in. I'll always pop the orbs. Crystal.
Ah,
Stay.
Air after.
I have,
Wipe it.
So,
fuck.
I will-
Isabel, once you grab the first
fire,
one,
right?
you can probably run directly into the second one.
Does damage.
It looks like.
yeah, I did
Everyone?
that, but then I
Where
got
did you
hit
pop it?
by that other one.
Right.
Where
You
did
so
you-
you went past the first or the second one, further to the left. Make sure you're not to the left because
Just
that
run
one's the one
straight.
popping. Yeah, just run directly into
Okay.
it, and I'll always be close enough.
Okay.
And then Crusader. The first Blood Rake after Pinax stuff finishes. Is that your or my reprisal?
Do you want me to grab it? I do not know.
I
the
have it
time
up.
since you-
I don't know if you have it up.
Mine should be up. I don't use it for anything else.
I-
Because elementals are independent damage, I presume.
Right. Do you want it, or do you want me to get it?
Can you grab it?
Okay, and then you can do the second.
Second
Yeah,
blood
so
ring.
I have one question for the
yeah,
orbs
go for it.
because
Why
once
did you
I
pop it?
once I got the tether, I went to rotate, but
Uh-huh.
because of the orb spawning on danger cards, I
Uh-huh.
would need to run inside the puddle in the middle to pop
No,
immediately.
no, you stand here, Bruno.
Okay, so you
Here.
wait for the orb to pop to
Correct,
you.
you wait for it
Okay.
to come to you, because the reason you died is you popped it here alone, and then I wasn't in the radius. So you died because you didn't. It's a two-man
okay,
stack.
okay.
It's the same as Emerald EX, right?
Isabel, I think what we did worked just fine. So just for the first one, do the same thing, and then the second, run straight to it.
Yeah.
So Bruno,
Yeah.
you wait here, and then right after that, you go to Charlie, and then you wait in front here.
Yeah, I just jumped the gun there because I went for the orb immediately.
Alright, you should go for it. Okay, that was good. Again, there's us rewiping. It's very cumbersome, I know, but I'm doing this so our next week re-clear is cleaner, a lot cleaner. So bear with me.
Fuck.
And reprise the blood ring.
DPS tether.
Why is it so hot down here? Hotter than a crucible. It ain't right and it ain't natural.
Lover, you were gone so long. Lover, I was lonesome. So I built a foundry
Takes healer Nisi.
in the ground beneath your feet.
So DPS, once you don't have Nisi, you are going center.
Automobiles. Then I kept
DPS tether, tank healer Nisi.
with the fossils of the dead.
I have one.
When you feel that fire, think
Cherry, don't
ICBU
move.
top left. ICBU
Once you
top
don't
left.
have it, go center.
Crystal.
Okay,
can't
ICB's
get it
gonna
anymore.
die.
I'm gonna.
unless
Crystal's
somebody
gonna
hits
die.
it.
Wait.
No.
Okay, hold on.
ICBU left, right, top left.
Who had it then?
Crystal had
So
it.
that-
You check
Crystal's
left.
on the
Alpha
opposite
didn't have
side.
it. You check right. Frawley didn't have it. You go top left. Go grab it from
Yeah,
Crystal.
Cherry, don't move. I take it.
That's a long ass run by the
I
time
told
I
you,
checked.
it's
There's
long.
no
Yeah.
other option. They were both on that side.
I can freely move no matter what.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
know,
see
but-
why we're forcing healers to move instead.
Because that puts too much variable. That's the exact thing I put, right? I put Cherry moving, me moving, Karen moving. And then ICB don't have to move, but that puts too many variables, right? There are situations where you have to look a lot, and just doesn't work. So just having healers and tank move is good enough.
I mean,
I think we were having a lot of
You're
problems
thinking-
with
you're
Yuzai's
thinking on
strat
one layer?
yesterday, right?
Yeah.
well, I'm thinking healers and tanks is 4 people. All melees is 4 people and also works in the same number
Doesn't
of
work.
corners.
I tried all melees moving, it doesn't work. It just simply doesn't work with some combinations.
Yeah, that doesn't
like
work
just
if all the range and all the healers have it, right?
Yeah, but melees move to those people though.
Then who's gonna order? Like, there needs to be a rule. I want to
Oh,
set
right,
a
so-
rule that
so-
makes it easy.
Let's say tanks healers need it, and the tanks both have it, and the casters both have it, then the healers still need to move.
It's just let
turn it up, DJ, turn it up,
Doing the search shit is so cancer.
Is it
I'll
more
figure it out,
responsive
though.
at least?
Yeah. I'm trying to get the second shield off and not delay station. I
Comms,
think I made
comms.
it.
Thanks, healers. Tether.
So I missed it this time, but I'm planning to have both faint and a heal at.
DPS Nisi. Tanks healers, you are getting rid of your Nisi, then going center. Tanks healers, tether, DPS Nisi. Get rid of your Nisi. Now go center. Do a wiggle. Make sure you wiggle and everyone gets a tether.
Oh.
Good job. Get out.
Center up, center up, center up.
Buster.
Home gang.
Seconds from my heart, put it from the door. Helpless, I surrender.
Dead center if you can.
Shackled by your love, holding me like this.
How does it feel being back on Paladin?
No idea. It's comfortable. I
Let's
like
keep
That's
comms
about it.
clean.
Alright. Thank you. Pyrex. Lightning, we go to lightning. We'll need to spread after. Dead center. We're gonna go alpha and knockback immune now. Alpha, knockback immune now.
That's. I think I needed to know for myself because that call out was way too late for me to get to Alpha in time.
Crystal,
So I need
since
to-
you're gap closing through the boss anyway, can you go far? And I'll go
Yeah.
left. So Frolly
Yeah,
then.
that time is
stayed out that
awkward
time.
because I was aiming to the left tile and then I saw that was the
We'll just
poison
figure it
one.
out.
So Frolly, you can go straight back to the boss, and I'll be left, and
You
Crystal will
want
go
me to
across.
be so gap close to boss, and that's my spot.
Yeah. So if 2 is going off, you can be like here. Wait, no, you have to be
2's going off.
That time was awkward because we had the poison.
right. So
Okay, so we've been
even
knocked back
though
before.
even
I'm
though
knocked back
you're
over here.
doing
The boss
you're
is center.
even though you're only looking at one of them for where you're getting knocked, you still have to look at all of them for the spread because we need to be in cardinals. Otherwise, there's no space for 4 people. Right? Because one of them will be exploding.
Just experimenting with the combo timings. We'll figure it out.
So
Maybe one person could be quickly, but
here, I'll can I borrow
else
the
am I
waymarks
supposed-
real quick? Is if A and B are going off, then Crystal will be here. I will be here. Frolly would be, or Crusader would be here, and then Frolly would be here. Does that make sense?
So we've been knocked back from A to here, and we just gap close and you guys go through.
Yeah. So regardless of which
can
of
you guys be? Okay, yeah. You
We
guys can be
can,
in
it
A.
would
because
just
it's
be-
regardless of
first.
which of A or B is the lightning and which of it is the stack or is the spread, we need to be in these spots because we can't be intercards.
Sounds good.
I have a question.
Oh, go for it. Sorry. Yeah. Go for it.
How are we doing fire after shift? Is it
After
group
Cape,
1 in
Cape
front,
X,
group 2
after
behind?
Cape X.
Mhm.
Yeah. Caster group, so ICPS group at the wall. Stay at the wall. You're not moving. Only the melee's going to move for you.
Yeah, and then melee's in front.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, 20.
I remember when my was a cast.
Go Sage and grab your gap closer.
free.
True.
Many nights we've prayed with no proof anyone could hear. In our hearts a hopeful song we barely
Might as well blood rig.
Oh.
Taylor's tether.
I might. Okay.
although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew
DPS need the Nisi. Tanks healers, your job is to get rid of Nisi, then go center.
miracles when you
Tanks healers tether, DPS Nisi.
hope is frail. It's hard to
Get rid of your Nisi, then be center. Isabel, you
Crystal, go grab it from
tether.
ISW.
Yeah. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Grab your tether. Get out.
you can achieve when you believe somehow
Okay, center.
you will.
Buster after this.
Uh,
Don't need to heal me.
I was captain.
Alva can stay there. As long as you're in the soil, I'll catch you with the wings.
Okay.
Slowly make your way across towards the dead center.
Wait till the Buster to do that, please.
Jesus Christ.
You need to be at the nipple, the tip, Karen. Don't be inside the boss box. Alright. Dead center when you can.
With heart so full, I can't explain. Seeking faith and speaking words
Hynix.
I never thought I'd say.
We go to lightning. We go to lightning. We will spread after.
The thing we talked about.
Nope. It's max level. Okay, center up. We're gonna go Charlie and it's sword. Charlie, sword.
Back
Out of the
Stagger.
Alpine.
Yep.
Alpine.
Great.
Oh.
Oh, Karen's dead. Karen's dead. Oh, Karen's dead.
Yes.
Nice.
Can you
I'll
involve?
hollow, I'll hollow.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll pull it. Yeah,
I have
I'll hollow, I'll
raise.
hollow.
I have raise. Okay, you got it.
Can you move? Can you guys move? Thank you.
I'll let you pull the boss and then I'll grab it back.
Sure.
The boss is ours, Crusader.
I'll
Oh,
wait. I'll wait till
Crystal,
it's fully
no.
centered.
Already
Sure.
true north. We could
Ah.
position.
Blue.
Oh,
Blue
I
is
got
safe.
sent
Sure,
some.
no. Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll
Come
add
skin,
all
come
that in
clean.
future.
Blue.
Stance off, please.
Got it. Clock
There's a lot of
spots.
time. Don't forget.
Clock spots.
All the time you need, take time or you won't succeed. Worry about your health sometimes.
Wait for tether to the orb and then you move.
Take time, take all the time you need, take time or you won't succeed.
Yours, by the way.
Take time and the
Oh, sorry. Yeah, different. Sorry. Wait.
Don't ever run when you can't walk.
Move. First orb.
Heard you were young before you could talk.
Oh,
Bruno, you have to be here, right here, right here.
I guess we wait a little bit, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bruno,
some-
you need to be in front of the marker.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, good. Yeah. And Alva
And then we
and
have to be on the
Crystal.
safe foot.
Yeah, you're correct. You guys are correct.
Is there no way you guys can pop that orb fast?
No, because
No,
it's
we
it's
couldn't-
directly on the circle that does damage.
No, it's not you. It's my group. The
Oh.
reason why ours didn't pop is because Bruno wasn't at the back, so it just didn't pop at all.
Okay.
Yeah, just don't worry about it.
Okay.
If Karen's side can do it fine, we can also do it fine. Don't worry.
Crystal, can you
Did
always
anyone
put
die?
yourself in the center of the boss hitbox with your spread?
I can try.
Okay, right, because in that case, the snapshot was while you were in the middle, which I think is fine if you can always be in the middle or a little bit further past it.
Yeah, it's awkward because it teleports me in the direction my character is facing.
Right, I'll max melee, but if you're a little to the left or right, then we're gonna clip each other, so you have to be
Yeah.
able to go straight forward.
That's hard.
Yeah. And the other option is someone drops uptime.
Right.
Did anyone die from direct damage on the second hit?
No.
Or did the
I
Lily
don't
Bell
think so.
help?
The bottom side died completely because we just failed the mechanic.
I put
So if
shake on it
anything,
as
bottom
well
side-
on that one.
Okay, perfect.
I put Veil, I think, as well, so that should be 10% shield as well.
Do we
Yeah,
want
and I
all
have
of
the
those, or
Lily
should I
Bell
save
that
shake for the
pops-
next thing instead?
The next thing isn't. What's the next thing?
I guess there's
Top,
nothing
no.
for a while. Yeah,
There's
okay, I'll put
Buster,
shake there
right,
anyway.
Yeah, put shake there, yeah.
I'm gonna go to the
And
bathroom
that-
while
no, just a second.
people
Yeah,
are
yeah,
AFK.
Go for it.
And then it looks like that's when you immediately, after you've popped your second one, you go to the safe area, which I did not know which safe area it was, but
I'll write that down here on the
it was
chat.
3.
It was blue, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll write down lightning element to be sure, and then I'll call that out after we eat the second orb. It was a little bit hectic. I'll need some time getting used to, but I'll be able
That's
to call it out
okay.
easily.
I just was
Otherwise,
saying because it
working
doesn't
really
look
good,
like we
though.
have time.
Yeah.
So presumably after we eat the orb, first orb,
We take a nap because it's full of carbs.
second orb, and then we move immediately to the safe zone. Oh, there's a cast bar for it, for the safe zone.
Who's looking at the cast bar and all that's going on? Not me.
So, is there a single safe spot?
Yes, the single zone safe spot, correct.
Okay,
But
so
because-
my main one group might have to run all the way across.
Correct, you might need to go from 1 to 3, correct. To one zone to the other zone. Yeah. But again, the boss will be perfectly centered because Karen is not leaving max melee. You can still hit it from the
Drop this soil for Blood Drake, so don't worry about the initial here. Perfect.
Good job, Buster. Tenor when you can. Incoming Phoenix.
Look at that healer aggro.
Going to water, go to water, go to water, go to water. When you're spreading after.
I'm staying.
Crusader. You gotta be move tiny faster.
Yeah, I know, sorry.
Vita.
Thank you.
Side, sword.
Sword.
Oh, it's fucking.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm sorry, I died and I couldn't call out. Sorry. I was trying to figure out. Wipe it real quick. So,
Why don't we? Okay,
just
I have a
now,
proposal, and then it's
Sure.
worked for me 4 polls in a row, I think. No matter what the first thing is, so because we always want to knock back immune cape, I propose that every single time it's the shift cast, we knock back immune,
Yeah.
regardless of whether it's cape or not. Always knock back immune.
yeah, that's fine, that's fine. My problem was I didn't have a space to gap close in because Frolly and Karen both took the safe
And
spot.
I'm going left, you're going right. No?
Doing what?
Yeah, but Frolly was in front of me and you were on my left and I
I
couldn't
wasn't
go
going in
right.
the boss. I stayed out.
There was someone in front of me. I couldn't move in, so I tried to move between ISW and
So,
the
Crusader,
person
let's say
in-
1 and 2 are going off. Just always
Yeah.
be towards B when you go out. If
I
it's
can't
spread.
move that far.
Why not?
Right, that is the problem.
Why not?
I'm
Because
just
I'm not
stepping up
gonna.
and dropping GCDs.
Yeah, I've been dropping GCD too. So I got knocked back here, right? So from here I get knocked back here.
Why did you
to
get
Charlie.
knocked back there? What I'm saying is you should have gotten knocked back towards B.
Okay, that's fine too. Alright, that's fine. Alright, we go again. How was that?
Yeah, so 60% through the shift cast, just knock back immune every time. And it'll de-jank the things, I promise. And then you can just always be at the wall.
Yeah, you always press it for cape or sword. And
And
be
the
at the wall.
further away from the middle you are, the happier you can nail it.
That's trying to catch both casts, by the way.
Think of it like Ice Shiva, a knockback ice. You have to do it at a specific time.
Its healers are taking the
Right, so-
tether.
I'll do the next one. Sure.
So I will either be here or here,
Yes.
right?
That is correct.
Okay,
That's correct.
why? In what situation do I move from alpha to beta?
So it depends on which other square is going, right?
So probably, for example, I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to get rid of beta for now. If 3 is safe, right? If 3 is safe,
3 is always safe on the knockback.
3 is always safe. Alright, let's say 3 is safe. Then, depending on whether it's stack or spread, or poison could be on 4 or 2, right? That's random.
Yep.
Let's say it's spread, and if 2 is poison, right? If 2 is poison, then Karen will need to be at beta, right?
So
Karen
if
right
2
there.
is poison, you would be at
Then
A.
you're
If
in the
4 is
center.
poison, you would be at the other one that no
Okay,
longer has a
but
marker.
why are you going beta? So 4 is not safe this time. Why?
So let's say 4
aren't
is not
you
safe. If
here?
4 is not safe,
I'm not
that's
there.
Crystal.
If 4
Then
is
she's
not
not
safe.
there.
If
Why
4 is
not?
not safe, I'm at A.
then yeah, then you need to shift down to beta.
Okay, and where are the other 2 people? If 4 is not safe.
If
You
4
don't
is
need to
not
care
safe,
about us.
Crusader is
No,
north.
tell me
and
where they are.
Crusader is north, and Crystal is in the boss hitbox.
Crusader
Put
is
them-
Charlie,
put them
Charlie for
markers.
Crystal, and then Delta
Okay,
is Crystal.
doesn't 1 become not safe before this happens?
Yes.
Correct. Correct.
So
Yeah.
so you could stand in 1 at this point, right?
So
No.
Crusader could stand in 1. The problem with that is that if Crystal gets all the way across the boss, they're next to each other, right? So in theory, we
My
have
reflection is that I can't be in the exact middle, so I'll be closer to about there.
right. So in theory, we have 4 people like this. In practice, Crystal is more towards the middle, but in theory, we have
Crystal
4 people.
is like here.
Right. In theory, we have 4 people in a square. If we rotate
Right,
that square so
why
that it's
don't we
all
always do it the same way, and then just shift who is on the not safe side, right? So Delta and Charlie would shift.
what?
Does that not make sense?
No.
No, it doesn't.
The
Actually, no. We don't even need to. Why don't we just do it like this every time?
Okay, Karen, I'm
do
gonna
that.
do this real quick.
Can you not move from there to Charlie or Delta?
No, you can't do Charlie because that's just physically impossible for Crystal to get there. Crystal, the furthest Crystal can make is here, and I guess
Here,
C
I have
Crusader
a
can go
way to make
anywhere.
this easy. Frawley, you always go to the one that is left on the safe tile. Okay, so in this case, if 3 is safe, you always go A. I'll adjust.
Yeah, for reference, I'm gonna pull the boss real quick. If I get knocked back to here, I'll be able to get to here.
Yeah. So,
So make sure you're max melee, or you will also die.
I hate this guy.
does that make sense?
If it's just a timing, then yeah, it makes sense.
So let me think through it real quick to make sure that this is works. So
So while you think, I'll talk for Ali. So okay, I'm just confused on what you want at the moment. So
Crusader,
If-
are you in?
Static positions. I want static positions. I want.
okay,
people,
yeah, okay.
2
I'm talking
people
about
in
okay,
three,
right.
2 people in one.
Let's say 3
all
is
I'm saying.
safe, right? Let's say 3 is safe, right? Okay, let's say 3 is safe, and 4 is off limits because that's spread. How do you want us? A, B, C, D. Show me.
I want you to ignore 4 and 2.
Not possible because okay. So if 4 is unsafe, this is how we'll position ourselves. Right? That one understood? 4 is unsafe.
wait, Crusader,
Maybe
Why
one
leave.
for-
can't-
Hold
why
on,
can't-
hold on.
So if we can have one person to
Can
see,
we
why
can
can't
we
have another
pause
person
for a
here?
moment? Let me think
One
through
second,
this,
can-
and then
You can mute us. I'm talking to Frawley.
I
right
know,
now,
but I
right?
want the markers to stay in a spot where I can look at them. I want them to stay like this for a moment while I.
Okay, sure.
Every child in Valoran has heard the tale before about the cursed.
Because
Okay, no,
I'm already getting
Could you
it.
get
Here, guys.
If it was you, could you get to Delta instead?
No,
I
I
have
cannot.
it.
I cannot
It is.
get to
It
Delta.
is. It is solved. Okay. Frawley, whichever one is safe, the one that is opposite, you always go to the left. Okay. So in this case, if 3 is safe, you go to A always, no matter which the other one is. Crusader, you do the exact same thing you've already been doing. Crystal, you do the exact same thing you've already been doing. That's all we need. Done.
So you're adjusting between B
Yes,
and D?
I'm adjusting between B
sure,
and D.
Sure. If you're doing that, that'd be
Yes,
good.
that's fine.
Right.
Yeah. Crusader, when are you in your magic phase by chance?
During elements?
Are you in there at
The-
all?
Yeah, the after cape. Like before,
Yeah.
like during Buster. During Buster.
Interesting.
Yeah. So my magic phase comes out before Pinex and after Buster. So nothing during element. Everything during element I need full uptime, supposedly.
Okay, actually, keep the same thing I said. It's correct. I just want to think of one thing for myself before we pull.
Sure. Go for it. Do you need me to change anything,
No.
Crystal?
Oh,
No, I'm talking
sorry,
Crystal.
Yeah. I was just trying to see, like, because if you're in magic phase, that would make everything a lot easier.
Correct, it would.
Okay. Yeah, we're good now. We can pull if nobody else needs
Crystal, you can
anything.
do the same thing, and we'll see how it goes.
Out of curiosity, does Paladin even have like the different openers now because it has so much more potency on magic, or no?
They do, but it's still a potency loss to do an alternate.
Isabel, are
rotation.
you back?
That makes sense.
Yeah, considering a full
Totally.
uptime on a dummy, it's still
Thank you.
suboptimal to do magic first order.
I'm doing a
Mhm.
countdown.
Pre-
Check
pull
your
final
food.
Thank you.
Why do I have a number? Oh, never mind. I know why.
Too much talking.
Because I'm the second best healer.
Yeah.
Yep. Only behind
always
the
go
crane.
Or we just need to keep trying the tiles so that people get used to the movement. So I think more pulls the better now, really.
Yeah, if we're having problems with 4 melees, I'll just drop uptime.
I'm very confused about 4 melees. We have 1 melee.
Okay.
Thanks for
Okay.
me.
Let's.
Alright,
Yes,
focus,
sir.
reprisal.
I may have killed you all. No. I lie.
What was it, Prolly? I think something.
DPS tether.
Thank you.
DPS get both. DPS need both the Nisi and the tether.
Okay.
Crystal gift to Isabel.
I'm grabbing it from.
Oh, never mind, no.
Crusader. Yeah.
I need. Alva needs.
DPS go center.
Oh.
You get it from
Oh.
Bruno. Pick
Okay.
it out. I think.
Fuck.
Crusader.
Oh yeah.
Crusader.
I was really scared of
just
yeah,
wipe?
promotion. Yeah,
Wipe it.
because Bruno had to go through the middle and
I'm gonna set one thing. Karen, so just now, Crystal needed to pass to.
No, I had it wrong.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
good. Alright, yeah.
No, I had
Both Alva and I had to go.
Yeah, I had it wrong.
I guess Crusader should have passed to Alva, and then I should have grabbed from Bruno.
No, Bruno should have gone to you, but you don't
Yeah,
move.
that's what I said.
DPS don't move. Correct.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change one thing.
Yeah.
For tether,
problem-
no more wiggling. For tether, no more wiggling. Whoever needs tether, you go clockwise and you stand in front of tanks and healers or DPS,
Okay.
and then you wiggle after. You wiggle after, right? Because does that make sense?
We can try it. I'm not 100%
Yeah.
certain it works, but yeah, we can try it.
Problem with that is that if the person, so say there's somebody at D and there's a DPS in front of the person at D, and both of those people have a tether.
No, right. If
it
I'm
doesn't
saying
do
if
anything.
everyone wiggles, there's a problem. But if you stand at a static spot and then you wiggle, the likelihood of you getting is higher. Let's give it a try. So
Yeah,
instead of
let's-
wiggling
if-
randomly in the center,
We can see if there's a problem with people taking their tethers very quickly by doing it once. So we should probably just do it once.
Yeah, no, the problem there was that because things like
and Bruno, don't go so far out. You're not supposed to move out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to. Like, I thought it was safe, but then the Nisi was on me, so that's why I was late getting to the butt.
Yeah, you don't need to
To
go
the
to
butt.
Butts. You go to you go to Frawley.
Okay.
You go Crystal, Cherry, Frawley.
DPS need tether.
Why is it-
So
if
DPS will
the boss
rotate
is
clockwise for their tethers and just stand in front of the person.
Tanks healers need Nisi.
Remind us
Tanks
during
healers, you were
directors.
getting the Nisi, and then DPS were going for tether. It's normal.
Clockwise
Okay.
DPS. Wiggle.
Crusader
and then-
still has.
Oh, I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
You still have to wiggle, doesn't mean you don't need to wiggle.
Yours.
Mhm.
Buster.
Alright, dead center, high next. Try to get the boss centered every time, Karen.
Okay.
Dead center. Of the arena, not the boss. We're going to lightning, go to lightning. We're stacking after. Dead center. We're going
That's not
alpha,
nice.
alpha, alpha. Knockback immune now.
So, spread.
Red.
Oh fuck! I'm under
I'm
the
green.
boss, I know.
Oh no, Crusader, not again. Not like this.
I'm gonna die to this.
Yeah. Sorry, I need to find a spot with this.
I
as
need
well.
health though for the first hit.
Thank
you.
I know you do. It's just funny that it's always me.
Heal,
Mine,
heal,
but
heal.
I'm dead.
Blue is safe. Blue
Yeah.
is safe.
Wipe it, wipe it, wipe it.
Yeah.
Wipe it, wipe it. All good, all good. Don't worry about it. You're not supposed to recover from that anyway.
I hate this gap closer. I hate this gap closer. I hate this
Yeah.
gap closer.
It looks really bad.
Yeah, I was tilted a little bit to the
Probably,
left.
do you
like
need
I'll put in the
uptime for the
fire.
second element as well? Did you need uptime there? Do you need melee uptime there?
Ideally, yes, but for now, no.
Okay, so if the boss is here, Karen's here, Crystal's there, I'm gonna be here, and then Alva's there.
Cherry, can I always assume that you're gonna go all the way to the far end?
Yeah, I'm just gonna Cruz, just
Yes.
for now, just let me fuck off. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
We
now
can
let's
figure
keep
it
it
out,
at that.
but it doesn't matter.
Alva stays at the wall, and then Karen all the way on the other side, and then Crystal near Karen, and I'll be near between Alva and
Okay.
Crystal.
Will the boss follow towards middle after shift?
Yes. It will begin
Okay,
following
okay.
towards
So you
me.
can stay where you are. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
'cause-
And I can
yeah.
pull it a little bit further than that. I haven't been because I've been afraid
Rotate after explosion.
I got clipped, Crystal.
Green
all
to
good, all good, all good.
green. Oh,
What did we say? What color?
Green
green.
poison. Alright,
I see it in
wipe it, wipe
chat
it.
now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see it in chat.
Yeah.
How do you know which side
So,
I saved? Sorry.
So, sorry.
It
one second.
empowers 3 of them. It's the one that's
Yeah, it's from before
the
the
one,
mechanic.
The one after
It's like,
Buster.
yeah,
It's
like
after
45
Buster.
seconds.
Oh,
I'll call that out. I forgot to call that out because I was watching Bruno. Bruno, I'm gonna change a little thing for you. Don't be in front of 4 actually. Be a little bit right of 4, as you saw the orbs tend to go like this.
Did Alva die because of me?
No, because you're supposed to pop it here, but the orb doesn't go straight through the center. It tilts to the right because it's tethered to crystal.
Oh, because it's rotating. Okay.
Correct. So you might want to be a little bit to the right here.
Crusader,
Right here.
the reason that having people rotate to their tank healer won't work is because if a DPS
Double
and
people,
their tank,
right?
yeah,
I know.
it's
I know.
not
What
gonna
I'm
work
saying
like
is, it's easier like that because if the person that doesn't have anything wiggles around it, it's easier to grab it rather than 4 people wiggling all over the place.
But then they might
Does
take
that
it
make
from
sense?
the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
I
no,
think.
but
I
Sierra, I'll
think-
do it real quick.
Okay, sure.
Like this, right? If it's like this, and let's say B and D both have tether,
Sure.
right? If Charlie person wiggles in front of Beta, he will be able to grab Betas, and Beta will grab 4s, right? Rather than all 4 people wiggling.
Right, but
all
that
over the place.
requires Charlie person to identify which one has a double tether.
No, you just wiggle. You just wiggle. Like as soon as this happens, you wiggle a bit, and then everyone. Just
Okay,
moves
so you're
out.
saying whoever doesn't have one goes center and wiggles after you're in front, but the
But you
people
can
that
still
already do
take-
stay.
But you can still take the DPS's.
Okay, if you want to just wiggle all you want.
I
If you
think
want to
that
stand in
I
front
think
of a
that it's
Tungsten
honestly
healer,
better, yeah.
whatever is yours.
Yeah, just wiggle.
Yeah, I like the wiggle better personally. It seemed like I would always get it
Marcus?
quicker.
Cherry?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Wiggle is fine as long as everyone stays till everyone has it.
Yes. Oh,
And
just
there's a
wiggle.
lot of time, so.
If we keep having issues with orbs, I want to try the other strategy.
I just have to like wait for.
Yeah, you don't move
Mhm.
until your rotation spot until after the orb that you're running through is gone.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god. I keep
Because there's
fucking
people
around.
in the way that you're running that are blowing up an orb, and you can't run through that.
Blood incoming. Pardon.
DPS are grabbing the tether. Thanks, healers need the Nisi buff.
I can't.
Takes healers, grab the Nisi, and then DPS go center when you have nothing.
I have.
Green
Oh, grab it
follow.
from ICP.
Or- so
Oh,
someone
I've
said
got
Crystal,
it.
that.
ICP.
I've got it. It's
Hey.
fine.
DPS goes center.
You were not correct, Crusader.
Oh, sorry.
Grab the tether.
I will watch myself.
Same one for
Don't
this
worry about
crystal.
other
That's the
collections
exact
after me.
reason why.
Crystal just didn't
Yeah.
get a tether. I think that was
Well, I
not.
had it. No, I had a tether.
You have to wait
had a
until
tether, she
everyone's
would-
in
You
there,
have to
though.
wait.
Yeah.
That's what we just said. Is everyone needs to
Anyway.
stay in the center till everyone gets one.
Yeah.
Man, you're all trying to assassinate me.
No, that was my bad. Because I grabbed the wrong one.
No, Benny,
Yeah,
please heal me.
that- No.
You did it on
you're
the first hit.
fine. No, I didn't. You're a liar.
Alright, center up. Pynex. Dead center. Water, go to water. We're spreading after.
Oh.
Oh, is Frolly not going in anymore?
I didn't
We're
go
going
in
to
that time.
Delta,
Those were
Delta, Delta.
Knockback immune.
Up immune now.
This is stacks.
Oh.
Take your time. Melee's up
Front of
group
the
north.
I don't know what's going on. Okay, nice. of Raising Crystal?
No, okay.
Like 50,000 damage from that.
Yeah, it was just me.
Sure.
like back right of the boss. Can Frawley move a little bit to the back left and Crystal be right beside you and Frawley? Do you think there's enough space there?
I don't understand what you've just said.
That was also the first time we tried to
So-
spread for
So,
like.
Crusader, if you want my suggestion, if you think you can do it, here's my suggestion: is that when it's spread, instead of going over towards D where you are
Right,
now,
I'm inside the lightning tile. Let's have-
you spread. You move out on the poison tile to C. When lightning goes off, you move to lightning and gap close, and you're behind the boss.
Okay. So I'm alternating between the two tiles.
So you're always behind the boss in the unsafe tiles, essentially. And then
Okay,
that
I can
gives
try that. I can
that
try
gives
that.
Crystal
Okay.
space to always be to the right of the
Yeah.
boss where Crusader
Yeah, can you do
previously
that,
was.
Crystal?
I mean, that's our first time trying that for lightning,
Yeah.
so let's just do it again.
Yeah, let's do it again.
I think that
That was good.
no, I think that this is going to be more consistent anyway. If you're okay with it, Crystal.
Yep.
Yeah. So you always
try
want
that.
to be right of the
I
boss,
just-
no matter what.
Yeah, I have to be
And if you're
halfway in.
if you're a
for it
little
to do
towards
anything.
the center right of the boss, that's fine. But positioning around the boss wise, be towards the right.
Let's give that a go. Not too much time. 30 minutes.
Okay. 20.
15 minutes.
Is it 15 minutes?
Well, an
Welcome.
instance timer, I assume.
Oh yes, thank you. 3 food if you need to. Probably the last food if you're using normal food. Reprisal here, blood rate.
Takes healer's tether. DPS need the Nisi. Thanks, healers. You're getting rid of your Nisi, then going to the middle. DPS, Nisi, tanks, healers, tether.
That was a good call. Call it like that.
I need to give it to Crystal or Cherry. Cherry? There we go.
Stay in the center till everyone has one.
Bruno.
Yeah, I'm going down there.
Oh.
Okay,
I did not get hit.
so the orgs themselves don't clear?
The
They
tethers
do.
cleave, but the other ones don't.
Okay, so we just got lucky.
Yeah, one way I've seen other people do it is they have everyone that isn't like that doesn't need a tether stack south the way we did it in
That honestly might be good.
3. With just a little more movement for everybody.
Alright, focus up. I need to focus up too. Pinex. Dead
Please be
center.
water.
Go to water.
This is stacks, right?
Or live. Oh,
Alright.
probably
Center up.
fine.
We're going alpha. Knockback immune now.
Yeah, don't be in the water side.
Oops, yeah. I'm gonna dodge it.
Red. Busted.
Hollow
we just want to
Fist?
reset. Can you? No, reset it. There's not enough healing coming. Output.
But
doesn't
I
heal
mean,
you
there
after.
would have been.
It would help me a lot if you can call water or lightning once we know where we're going.
What do you mean?
A water plus north.
Yeah. Or on the first one also, right?
What?
Just
sorry,
say
sorry.
it's. I'll just pay more attention. That's fine.
Okay. Oh, you mean
Right, because the
north
thing
plus
is,
safe spot?
I'm waiting to see if it's stack or spread to know exactly where I'm going, and once I see that, I need to think about
Which
either get
element?
knocked
First or second
or
element?
both.
What? No. So the second one, it doesn't matter what the elements are. Because
so I'm
you
not
will
gonna-
always
yeah.
go where he
Right.
tells you, right? He will say go north, and you will go north regardless of what the elements are, right?
Yes.
The
So
problem is with that one, right? So that one, it was between the
here,
two unsafe
let me
spots.
describe what is tripping me up first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing that specifically keeps getting me with the lightning is that I see that it's lightning, and then I'm thinking about, okay, if it's stack, then I need to position here, and if it's spread, I need to position here. And then when I see it stack or spread, I no longer remember that it's lightning. If that makes
So
sense.
let's say I call out water. Okay, I
Mhm.
call out water. What's the problem here? I'll say water stack. What do
Did you say lightning that time actually?
I did say
You
go
did?
to water.
Okay.
I said go to water.
Again, you have, from the time that the lightning and water goes out, you have almost 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just right.
Let's pull again.
Okay, yeah.
Let me know exactly what's the problem, and I'll try to fix it. The call out, if that's the yeah. Right now I'm confused.
We can talk about it during break.
Sure.
When are we breaking, by the way?
Break
20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
7
or
hours actually.
yeah. Or okay. Sure. We'll do the pull first. Vital for blood break.
DPS tether. DPS Nisi. DPS need both Nisi and tether. Thanks, healers. Give DPS the Nisi, then DPS, you're going center for the tether. DPS center. Wait. Okay, well, we gotta get out now.
Oh my god.
My
Grab
bad.
the
I
bus
was late,
Crusader.
I'm gonna
Hello?
try something real quick, after this.
Crusader, can you invuln this one?
Yeah, I'll. Invuln's coming. No need to heal. Invuln the next one for now, Karen.
Okay.
Right, dead center for Pinex. Go to water, go to water. Stack after. Dead center. We're going to beta. Knockback immune now. Spread, slowly spread. Invuln incoming.
I'll get the rest. Just heal the party.
Big AoE, stack behind the boss. I'm gonna give you wings here, this one hurts. Is this yours, Karen?
Yes.
Behind the boss.
On the side. Then
True north, true north.
I'll turn it.
Oh, oops, my bad.
Remember, melee, stay max melee. Range, you're doing perfectly fine.
You can look where lightning is, where you're gonna go afterwards.
Lightning is safe, is it?
Thank you.
Nice.
I'll call out later, but
Yours.
thank you. Heather. Move.
Oh, that's so close.
Lightning, 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 lightning.
Bruno, you need. Yeah.
All good, all good. Continue. Get Bruno.
Heal. Focus healing.
9.
Yours.
I have no mitigation. I guess I could save barrier for that instead of the orbs.
Next. Clock spot, clock spot, please. Clock spots, clock spots.
Remember, you have to do the wiggle again. DPS tethers.
DPS need the tether. Get a tether and get out.
Sorry, I didn't know.
All good, all good. Keep going, keep going.
I
Oh.
die here.
Yeah.
Clock spots again. Clock spots, clock spots. It's okay. Keep going. Keep comes clean. Clock spots. All powers will be filled. Don't worry.
Yours.
9, got it.
They
My
don't. I need to
in-law's
be
gonna
alive.
run off.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay, fine.
You have time. You have time. He comes clean.
DPS debuffs.
Again?
DPS debuffs.
And tethers as well.
Yes. DPS debuffs
DPS
and
debuff.
tethers. Debuffs first, then tethers.
Go to clock spots. Clock spots first. Clock spots. Back to your clock spots. Same rule. Same rule.
Nieces. DPS Nieces. Now DPS
DPS
tethers.
clocks. Tethers. Go.
Tether.
Everyone wiggle. Make sure all of you are wiggling. Perfect.
No.
Buster
Right.
incoming.
And we need to
I'm
swap.
gonna cover. I'm gonna
Nine?
cover. I'm gonna cover.
Okay.
Watch Karen and Crusader's health. One more Pinex and then we're gonna see end of phase. Same thing,
this next
same
two minute
thing.
would be the
Keep comms
pot
clean,
window.
keep comms clean, center up. Dead center. We're gonna go to lightning, go to lightning, go to lightning, go to lightning, and we're stacking
It's not
after.
back- it's not
Knockback first.
clean.
Knockback first.
Yeah.
Go to lightning. Stack. Center up, dead center, keep going, dead center. We're gonna go beta, 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 beta. Keep.
Knockback,
Knockback in.
knockback, knockback. Out of green spread.
Red, take your time. This one has a lot of time. Take your time.
Big AoE incoming.
9.
2 AoEs
Get
and then
center.
enrage.
Doesn't mind.
Oh yeah,
Tank
no,
LP or
that's
healer LP?
real
Tank LP or
far.
healer LP?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
insane.
wipe it.
Air, you want to see
That
rage or no?
Yeah, see
No.
rage.
Okay.
Live, see rage. I wanna see it.
Yeah. Just to have a measure for it.
That's the
So-
exact same freaking move.
You're dead.
Can you vote? Oh, you're dead.
I'm dead.
Oh, there's a
So
third.
for that, I'm for that spread, that particular one, I'm gonna spread somewhere near the center because yeah, that was like real fast cast.
Is this the enrage chaos?
It should be, yeah.
Okay,
Look
good.
Okay, so
where, like,
there-
10
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
There are three rewides after the last set of tiles there. That's good to know. And the first one is very fast.
Okay, I'm gonna check one thing since it's early in the poll.
We're gonna have
After
to
you grab-
re-instance, by the way. Do we want to just
Sure,
take
sure,
our
let's do
break
it,
now
yeah.
instead of waiting 15 minutes in the next instance?
No, I wanna try
Yeah.
something within the 15 minutes if that's okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the bathroom
Um,
real quick before you
Sure, sure,
explain
sure,
it.
sure.
Same.
I have not looked at the next fight. I did
That's fine,
not
that's fine.
expect-
I'll take a look at it and I'll explain. The same thing we did this morning, I'll do the same thing once you get
Okay.
back home.
Let me repair real quickly. So yeah.
Oh yeah,
to do
please do repair.
Yeah, we need to figure out what the fuck to do with buffs because that's gonna be wonky.
It looks like we won't have a problem with the DPS check though for that. Is it just 50%?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if there's no
50%.
death and everyone potted, it shouldn't have been a problem and we shouldn't need
Yeah,
to
it was
line
just 10%. Yeah.
for the
so-
phase 1 at least. Yeah.
Yeah, phase 2, my friend's stuck on it. He said they keep getting to 0.5% because he's on Dancer. Apparently, people are blaming him for not being on Bard. Apparently, Dancer
Or
is like
Berserker.
less.
Fine, but sure.
I want to check something actually about that. Let's see.
I will put
We can go in for now. I'm just gonna be looking up stuff.
I'll put Shake on the first of those 3 decollations.
Okay.
If that
sounds good.
seems the most useful, unless you'd prefer it on stack spreads before that.
Put it on the.
My thought
Put it
on
on the stack spread.
So
Put it
my,
on the
my
stack
thought on
spread,
putting it
actually.
on Decollation Crusader is that it's effectively the same, but also people will be low and get the healing from it beforehand.
Holy
No,
shit!
no. Give the shake before, and because the desolation comes right after the stack.
I'm back.
So
Right,
if
but
they're
people should
shielded,
be-
then it's less to heal.
No, but the shield will get taken off for the stacker spread if I put it before the stacker spread.
Then do you just want to put it on the second one? I'll veil it because veil heals and gives shield.
Shield Shake also heals. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, shake also.
That's why I'm saying I'll put it on the first Decollation so it heals and then
Okay,
shields.
yeah. If it heals, put it on the first, and I'll put it second. Okay, that's good. Okay, the one thing I want to quickly
Put it on the third, not
before we
second,
end.
Crusader.
So, Cherry,
Yeah.
the current rank 1 world dancer is below a 20th percentile bard.
Yo, if I can I swap the bard.
We'll see. Yeah. Can we put up markers? Do a quick poll.
What the fuck?
Why?
What?
Is he not swapping bard?
No,
No,
he was
no.
not being serious.
He needs
Just
to.
eat it.
Yeah, he needs to like learn the whole job.
I know like the fundamentals. It's just will I be able to execute those
Right.
fundamentals?
Just do it
while
on
doing
dancer.
mechanics,
If you
yeah.
mind. Like, just do it.
I could give it a try.
We'll see if we need the DPS.
Yeah.
I'll put it
Very
on second
brave.
because likely we shouldn't
Okay.
see the third.
I
To be
mean,
honest.
if you think we're gonna see the third, save your reprisal for third then.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. Ring is it?
I can't. Crystal's. One second.
Yeah, Crystal Center. So the thing I'm gonna try out is after you grab tether, just stay center. Don't go out.
There'll be 4 tethers center, everyone will die.
Correct. No, they overlap 2 and nobody died. I wanna see it.
Okay.
You just want to kill us?
Okay.
Nobody
Oh,
died.
God.
Alright.
Monkey is OP as fuck in phase 2. What?
Alright, give 20.
Alright, we do one poll
Wait.
where everyone dies immediately.
Once you grab tether, you stay center.
Hey, wait, we're not. Okay.
Oh, you said
This is a
die
fake poll. Why are we
immediately.
resetting?
What?
Oh my
Why?
god.
Yeah, Karen.
No,
why?
I heard die immediately. I
Yeah,
thought
so
you
don't
wanted to
say
be-
that, Karen.
Okay.
Why are you making people
Wait.
confused?
How do you want me to die?
We are
No,
killing
no,
ourselves.
No, you're not
to-
killing
Okay,
yourself.
don't-
Just do the mechanic.
When the first
Oh.
tethers go out, grab your tether and stay center, is what Crusader would like.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So,
I'm very tired.
Monk is currently doing about 20% more damage at its top tier.
I mean, unless we're gonna swap classes, there's no real point looking at it right now, right?
Nope, it's just funny to see.
Let's focus.
DPS are the ones killing themselves with the tether.
So we're gonna joke around before pull, but don't joke around during pull.
Are we,
Tanks, healers, debuff, DPS
thanks for the- get
tethers.
the name. Are we doing it correctly or are we killing ourselves, Crusader?
Let's go center.
DPS
Center
will
if you have
grab the
tether.
tethers and stay center. just humor Crusader for this one poll. It will take only a few minutes.
Which one is which?
Healers need Bruno grab from Alva. Bruno got Alva.
DPS
DPS
tethers,
go middle
grab
and
them and
stay.
stay center. Mine needs to be.
Crystal didn't do it. It's fine.
Do what?
Okay, so if it's 2,
It was
then
3.
yeah, wipe
We have
wipe-
magic
yeah,
wand.
that's 3.
I just noticed something, by the way. I was standing in that.
Crusader, the thing that you can stack
Yeah, so there's
isn't...
listen. The reason I'm saying this
The
is because
DC,
I saw
not the-
Karen get hit by one of
Yeah,
those. and
I
she
got hit by
lived.
cursive casting and didn't die. I dodged it.
No, cursive casting is the Nisi buff.
Oh, is it okay? Never
Yeah.
mind.
You can
Yeah.
get hit by the Nisi, not this.
Yeah,
Tethers.
then yeah. I did not realize that was Nisi.
There was something that people got hit by. I don't know which one. I might be mistaken, but yeah.
I I do
The,
have
the
one
tanks
question.
can take the, like the tanks could stand in that, right?
No.
Yeah,
No?
yeah.
Why?
Couldn't you?
No?
You've had the wrong things before and lived, right?
That's,
At the
I
beginning
pressed
when
home
you were
gang.
progging,
I
you
pressed
took.
home gang.
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
you get
well,
damage
no.
down.
It's because I invulned it. And yes, you get a damage down. At least you get a damage down if you have the wrong
good
DC.
poll, and then break.
I do have one question.
For-
For towers and tethers, if DPS need tethers, are we rotating clockwise or are we rotating counterclockwise?
Same thing as before, go to the middle, have everyone grab them, and then go out.
Go out. Yes. Okay.
Clockwise.
So are we
Oh.
going out clockwise or
Yeah,
counterclockwise?
clockwise. We should
Clockwise.
Clockwise. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
What?
One good pull, then break.
Yeah,
What
sure.
do you mean? Wait. Can you repeat what do you mean by going out?
Like
clockwise?
so, like I would be
Wait,
going
so the-
south
the-
with my tether.
The towers are intercards, so you need to be cardinals with your tethers.
Oh, I understand. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Because we went the
Full
same way.
timer.
Because I was thinking
it.
partners.
Clockwise. Always go clockwise and then go back to your clock spot immediately.
And tanks, healers, or DPS with whoever's in the towers, make sure you plant in the towers and don't move, because otherwise grabbing the tethers is going to be very hard for people.
Reply to Caroline. Thanks so much for the response. These things can be scary, not always what you want. How about a drink? This ain't you club at noon. My phone first I
Alright.
guess. I hope I see
Present.
you soon.
Tanks healers grabbing tether. Tanks healers tether.
When you see my face, I hope that you don't laugh. I'm not a film star beauty. Send a photograph. I hope that you don't laugh.
DPS need the DC.
Tanks
Tanks healers,
healers
you
need
are
the DC?
getting rid of your debuff.
Tanks healer both. Tanks healer
Yeah,
both.
Okay,
tanks healer
okay,
both.
yeah.
I have one.
Crystal to Isabeau. And grab your tethers.
Healer
tanks
center.
healers. Keep wiggling
good.
until everyone has them.
Gunner up.
Why did you not show up? I waited for an hour. I finally gave up. I thought once that I saw you. I thought that you saw me. I guess we'll never meet now. It wasn't meant to be.
Home gang.
Wasn't meant to be.
Were we supposed to pod already?
No.
I didn't hear it.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Even if we get to phase 2, I don't really care.
Wasn't meant to
Okay, cool.
be.
Alright, focus up. Dead center. Pynex incoming.
Must enjoy the sun, must enjoy the sea. Soft single lip, nothing too heavy. Sent photo to address. Is it you or me? Is it you or me? Is it you or me?
Go to water. Go to water. And we're spreading. Spread.
Yes, you were in Farley's spot again, Crystal. We'll talk later.
Directly in the middle.
Bruce, Charlie. Knockback immune.
People, you need to always knock back immune whenever it does the shift. Every single time.
Yeah, I
You
did,
need to
but it
catch
was late.
both with the knockback immune.
Okay.
Don't wait for the call.
Yeah, don't wait for the call. I call out exactly as when you should press it, but if you hear then press, it's too late. Yeah.
Yeah, so Crystal,
Yeah.
instead of going middle, you want to go right of the boss, is what we decided. No?
I have a
Okay.
question.
Go for it.
Did I hit Alva and Frawley with my AoE from my
Yeah.
tether,
Can you confirm?
and you were
Okay.
fine?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if the AOE is just smaller than indicated.
We're taking
or
break
if
now,
you
right?
can't
So
be
we
hit.
can take a look at the VOD and logs.
Okay. Well,
Um,
we'll take a break here.
yeah.
We'll take a break here.
Wait.
What, Green,
I'll,
what did it show on your screen? Because
yes,
I got
I'll share screen.
the spread marker on
Yeah.
4.
I'll share screen.
Let me talk something before we go. Can everyone? It's okay. Everyone okay with 2-hour break instead of a 3?
Yes.
Yes.
Could I take
Yep.
2 hours of 50 minutes so I can sleep for 2 hours?
Okay, so we'll take 2:30. We'll move back in 2:30. Right, 2
Thank
hours and 30
you.
minutes.
So at
right, 2 hours 30 minutes.
12:30.
Take your
is that
leave.
correct?
12:30, correct. PST. Take your leave, and I'll see you guys in 12:30. And people who need to stay, and move.
All right, Crystal, I will share screen. I'll find it real quick. So Phoenix. And then in this case, water is going to be safe. So Crusader's going to be at C, Frawley's at B, I'm at where I am now, and then you'd be at D. Or D towards the boss.
Can you check something for me, Karen?
1 second.
Is the boss facing
Can we
you?
resolve this first?
Sure.
Yes,
No,
because...
because
watching.
Yeah, I'll play it. Yes, he turns to follow me, by the way, Crusader. He does.
then it's safe to say Crystal's always behind the boss.
You're always behind the boss. No, you're not
Me?
always behind the boss.
Right, exactly. She's always
No.
she's always behind the boss.
No. In this case, you're behind the boss.
Okay, so it changes.
It changes because where Frawley is changes.
Because you changed, right? Because you changed. Okay, that's fine.
The only way I can do that is not going to water.
Yes.
Correct. You don't go to
That's
water. You do not go to water. You have to look if poison's safe or fire is safe, and you go to that tile. If it's spread, that is.
So we cannot have two people with static positions based on only water. Actually, can we? We can. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Here's what we do.
As for that setup, it would have been fine if Broly was
So
maxing.
Crystal, would you prefer always go right of the water tile? If that makes sense. So whichever you look at the water and you go to the right side. So in this case, you would have been at A. Does that make sense to you?
I mean, so the thing is, with my current gap closer, no matter where I go, I'll always end up somewhere after the boss.
Right, but the worry is if you end up a little bit far out and you're on the same side as somebody, then it'll overlap, so we want to put you on a different side from other people anyway, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, you can tell me which one works better for your brain. Either you look at the two unsafe spots and always go to the right side of it, or you look at the one safe spot and always go to the right side of it.
I'll try and go to the thing next to lightning. It's gonna fuck me up either way, because I have to do 3 GCDs.
Right, because if it's easier, you can always go to whichever one's on the right side of water, in this case. Or whichever one's on the right side of lightning.
When we have the boss in the middle, there's no difference for me, really.
Right, it's just if one of them's easier to think about in terms of where you're going. So you want to keep it like this?
I'll move to the one next to lightning.
Okay. So then in the case where lightning were safe, if it had been lightning safe in this one, then you would want to be behind where the boss is facing right now. If that makes sense.
Over the break, I'm gonna try and watch the VOD I posted earlier, though. Because they do have it they have it halfway to the wall and everyone maintains uptime.
I know that. I understand that you can. I think it's a bad idea just because it requires people to remember to move across, and I don't think we need it. If that makes sense. Like I understand that it works. I just think that it's going to fuck people up more than it's worth. But if other people disagree, we can do it.
I'm mainly going to watch it so that I can see that if there's any issues, it becomes pretty obvious what those issues are. But if there's any advantages other than the obvious uptime, then there's also that.
There's no issues with, you can always resolve it. The issues is if it's near the two that are going to be going off, you have to remember to swap to the one that's going to be safe when the other is going off. Right, that's the issue that I think is just not worth the uptime, period. Alva, if you want to check, you can check in the logs to see. It'll show exactly who got hit, right?
Logs?
Yeah.
I can't read. Open it.
Okay, Crusader, you had something to ask me? Was that true? Is he gone?
He's not running around.
I will ping him because I want to go take a nap once everything is resolved.
Yeah.
You were trying to talk to me before I said let's resolve the crystal thing first?
Yeah, I was asking if the
if the boss turned. Yes.
turning heads, yes. Because if you're always in the same place, then Crystal can.
Yeah,
always
I'm
be
not
behind.
always in the same place.
Okay. Oh, and the thing that Crystal posted, that's the one we talked about last night, right?
Did we?
So yeah.
Oh,
remember
that thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's.
So it doesn't work because the healer and the tank one splits up, and the DPS needs to grab both. Does that make sense?
Sure. I don't care why it doesn't work. If we're not doing it, I don't care.
Yeah. It's pretty sad. I thought it was being a perfect uptime.
The other thing I suggest that gets talked about is making sure everyone gets tethers, whether there needs to be a change in execution or a change in how we're doing it, because it has been.
I mean, if you guys are
pretty finicky.
wiggling, then it just comes down to personal responsibility.
Right. The thing I keep observing though is that 3 people are wiggling, 1 person isn't. Those 3 people stop wiggling, the 1 person wiggles, grabs it from one of those 3 people, and then those 3 people aren't wiggling anymore, so they can't get the last one. So either people need to be aware that all 4 people need to be wiggling at the same time all together until everyone has it, or we need to change something
Okay,
in
so to tie into that, right? So 3 people will have it, and then there'll be 1 that's stuck on whoever's out. And then what needs to happen is all 4 people need to be wiggling, not just in general, but in front of that one.
Yes.
Until it goes away, and then you can move out.
I also think, and if other people think it wouldn't be helpful, then you can say so, but I think it would be helpful for one of the people that is not wiggling to just say when they observe that all 4 are on the people in the middle. Just say everyone's good or something. Because it's hard to see in the middle that all 4 people have it, but it's very easy to see if you're not in the middle. Do people
I
think
want
that
to
would
set
be
a rule
useful?
for it, but if you guys think you guys said wiggling is good, so you guys have to tell me how the wiggling should be done.
Do people think it would be useful for somebody to say whenever all 4 people in the center have their tethers?
I guess so. I mean, I feel like you should be looking.
Right.
If you're wiggling
you
at
can
that
be
point,
looking.
I
I'm
feel
just
like
saying
personal
it's
responsibility.
also harder to see, so it might help with people not realizing somebody doesn't have it yet.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if it's free, why not? I don't think anything else is really happening.
Yeah, I
so.
can say it whenever they were DPS in, if someone can say it when tank sealers are in.
And just why?
Because it's easy to see when you're out and hard to see when you're in, is what I'm trying to say.
But your view is the same.
No, you're seeing the boss's ass when you're in the center of it.
What if you're all the way zoomed out? What?
Okay, hold on. Let me attempt to find an illustrative clip. Maybe I won't be able to find one, but... Your Crusader's gonna tell me it's because my camera angle sucks, but...
Most likely.
This is a bad clip. Yeah, if it is only me personally that has any trouble seeing when all 4 people have it, then it doesn't matter. But if anybody else also has trouble with that, then I think it could be useful.
And so what you're trying to describe is you shouldn't be moving out of center until like there aren't any far tethers.
Yes, you should not stop wiggling or move out of
So-
center until there aren't any far
Yeah.
tethers.
What's happening is people are looking at themselves and not.
Right, people are seeing
The other
I have a
tethers.
tether and then just leaving.
Yeah. The only thing you need to look at is, are all of the far tethers gone? If so, that means that all of us have a tether.
Right. I
then you can move
perhaps
out.
I don't know if the problem is people are not looking at that or people are not able to see it easily.
I
But
mean,
if the problem is people
it's two
can't
different
see
things, right? That's what I think is happening.
Right.
People who move out early see they have a tether and then think they're safe to move. But it's not.
That's one, and then the other would be if people think that all 4 people have it and then move out early. I don't know if that one's
I
occurring.
got
But
a
if it
way to
is,
do it.
then-
I don't know if it might sound too tedious, but it does only require 2 people to think
So my
at one time.
alright.
Yeah, go for it.
I was gonna say that
I
if
prefer everyone to think about one thing than 2 people to think about like 5 things.
I was
No,
was
2
gonna
people
say
think
that
about one thing.
none of the
It's
strats
literally
we've
the
done
same.
have been a problem for me, and therefore I think that the people that have been having problems getting tethers should probably be the ones driving the discussion on how to fix it.
Because the easy way to do it simply is if the casters are in front of. So let's say DPS needs it, right? So DPS goes in, they're in front of their tanks and healer. They're in front of their tanks and healers, and then the 2 melees, the fake melee, whatever melee, they wiggle all around in the center. Just the 2 people wiggle around. So even if they steal. Even if they steal the tether from the DPS will have the backup tether behind them, right? Does that work?
Sorry, can you repeat it?
Not necessarily, no.
But
Why
okay,
not?
if Raleigh says no, then no.
No, because no, that doesn't work because say, I mean, I can't draw a picture.
So the real thing we should be asking, and I know we don't have
You can
everyone here.
you can steal tethers from DPS that don't have someone behind you.
Correct. Then you don't go there, right? You see them, and before you wiggle, you check your partner first, right? You check your tether partner
Oh,
first.
I see what you're saying. You're saying only wiggle on the spot with 2.
Correct.
So
If you know you don't have it, and if you know your partner don't have it, and you know you're a melee that can move, then you start fucking flexing all over the place.
I think
that
the
requires
question.
more eyes
I think the
than
question we
everyone.
But that's
should
only
be
requires 2
asking
eyes. That
to
requires.
solve
You
this
don't even
problem.
need eyes, right? Oh, sure, yeah, go for it. Continue.
No, because if you're the person without a tether, then you have to look. It doesn't. You can't just assign it to people.
The question at the moment I think we should be asking is, who has had trouble getting their tethers? And then, right, no problems that you've had trouble getting them, but what will personally help you make it easier to get the tethers? And when we have that answer, we can figure out how to fix it. But right
I mean,
now,
at this
you
point,
and
I
me
say
and
just
Frawley are
wiggle, right?
talking,
I'm
who are all have been just fine grabbing our tethers, and the people who have had problems are either not here or haven't said anything. Right.
I'll just use eyes, right? Just use eyes, stay as long as you can. That just fixes it, right? I'll just give it as personal responsibility. There's no need to make it.
Right,
Yeah.
but
Good.
I'm sorry, Crusader, I can't use eyes. I have a cat standing in my way.
yeah, that's what we've been doing, but also we've been having problems with it, and so the question is
I'll
there
call you out,
anything
right? I'll
we can
call you
do
out
to
for
help
it.
the people that are having problems not have
If
problems?
we're gonna just do, just use eyes, right? Just make it simple. If everyone's doing fine, if most people are doing fine, it happens from time to time, then just comes down to their personal responsibility. And if they fail, then they just have to be extra careful with it.
So far, I've messed up 1 time for tethers.
Yeah. So if anyone messes up, just make
Right,
sure
yeah,
that,
it's I mean, it's not a problem if people are messing up. The question just is there anything that can make it easier to not? Is essentially what I'm saying. Like,
If we decided on wiggling, there's nothing other than wiggling, so just wiggle it. If we're doing a specific method and then that doesn't work, then I suggest we could try to find something easier. But if we're just wiggling and we already give everyone personal responsibility, there's no need to steal that responsibility because they're lacking. Right?
it's not
I don't
taking the
think you want-
responsibility. I'm just thinking, right, there might be a way to adjust the way that we're wiggling or something to make it easier on people if they're having problems with it.
So that requires someone else to take some other responsibility, right? Which
Right. I mean, the thing about the wiggle is
it's personal
it's not-
responsibility.
right, but it's not a random wiggle. You are wiggling in front of the far tethers only.
To give an example,
Ideally, everyone is doing.
Is that one of the things I observed, and I don't, like I said, I'm not trying to call people out for messing up anything or doing anything wrong. I'm just saying what I've observed is, right, one of the times DPS were in, right, Butts comes in, does a cast, it looks like, and then in that cast, the other 3 people got their tethers and then started going out, or like, and then stopped moving, and then Butts went to wiggle as well, got his tether but from one of the other DPS, and then the other DPS weren't still moving, is one of the things I observed, right? So are we saying the solution is just don't get that cast, just wiggle the whole time until everyone has them?
I mean, if that's our decision is to wiggle all the time, then yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can move more.
Yeah.
Just let me know if I'm doing something
Right.
wrong.
Right,
We
I-
don't
Exactly.
have to do
so
this.
if I give personal responsibility, right? So personal responsibility. I'll just call you out if you missed it, and if it's your fault, like you didn't wiggle enough, you moved out early, whatever.
Okay.
Then
Yeah,
fix it
sure.
next
Yeah,
And
that's fine.
if something's too hard, like I will bring it up. Right?
Correct. Perfect. Right. There we go.
But
Right,
that
that's fixed.
the thing I've been observing is, right, people are not all wiggling at the same time.
That's because I'm adjusting for it, right? And I'm pretty sure you are also. That's the reason why Tanks and Healer never had a problem with DPS. Is I
I
don't
don't know.
wiggle.
I'm just running
I
in
don't.
circles, Crusader.
Yeah, I don't wiggle. That's the reason why Tanks and Healers never had a problem. I don't wiggle.
I do?
don't go in and wiggle. I look. Yeah, exactly. So I look and I grab the outside tethers. Right? I don't grab anything unless I already have it. And even if I have it, I'll try to give it to a healer and I'll try to grab something that's nearby. Right? If you have one flexor like that, it just makes life easy for everyone. Of course, that means you reduce three people's responsibility, but you give more responsibility on one person. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the only suggestion I had. But if you guys are not okay with that, then it's fine.
I mean, that does make sense, right? That you probably want your casters wiggling in the dead center, and then Cherry can be wiggling a little bit further out, so that he can grab the one further out instead of one from a caster. If that
It's
makes
not
sense.
further out. They need to. You need cast. Cherry will need to look, and then need to run around and
I mean,
grab
even
the
if he
long
is a
tether.
step further out than everyone else and running in a circle around the boss, he will get the further out tether because he will not go through the tether that the other people have. It doesn't require him to look at all.
What?
That only works if he doesn't have it.
Correct.
That's true.
That only
That
works
is-
if he doesn't have it. Because if he has
So,
it, he needs
yeah.
to pass it to a DPS and
Okay,
then
yeah,
grab
you're
another
right,
tank healer.
you're right.
Right?
Again, the only foolproof way I can think of, I mean, I said this before, is everyone has to be thinking the same thing. And that's, we all need to get, as a collective 4 people, the tethers that are missing.
Yeah.
And how to do that is just, I don't know, like, you could wiggle,
Like I
you
said,
could stay in front
yeah.
of it. You could have a
One
flexor.
person, if one flexor would fix all the problems. I don't know if Cherry's okay with it, so we'll ask him later.
I think he is.
That solves it.
Okay, is there anything else that needs to be
No,
discussed?
that'll be it. I'm gonna go sleep and I'll see
Yeah,
you
me
guys
too.
in 2 hours and 10 minutes ish.
Okay.
Oh fuck, I have to look at the clip. Okay, yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.